The fourth characteristic is it must show statistical data to strengthen the credibility of the claims presented. The next slide is going to show us some textual evidences types, and statistical data is going to be one of the topmost, right, that we know of because it is easily verified because it's numbers, right, easily calculated as well. So if you have numbers, that actually is going to make your claim stronger. It's going to back up your claim and assertion very well because it has numbers. Okay, oh, there you go. These are the types of textual evidence that I talked about earlier. The first one is statistical evidence. It includes data that present numbers to prove a point or to support your claim or assertion. So you have to back it up with numbers. Next is testimonial evidence, which includes data that present authorized and professional testimonies about a certain topic from experts on the field. So the testimony cannot just come from anyone, right? It has to be from an expert. For example, in Chris Aquino's advertisement on Ariel detergent, she's the model, right? And according to that particular advertisement, that was a testimony from Chris Aquino. Is it believable? Well, yeah, it could be because it's a testimony, right? However, we have to ask the question, is Chris Aquino an expert on detergents? Do you think she does her own laundry? If she does she do it all the time, right? So that would be a question that we need to answer, and which would maybe, probably, most likely eliminate your testimonial evidence with Chris Aquino. Next is anecdotal evidence, which includes data that presents a person's experience or observation. The experience or observation, though, has to have occurred more than once for it to be believable. For example, if you say Chris Aquino actually does her own laundry, yeah, that's why she was able to do that advertisement based on experience. It's anecdotal evidence, right? However, has she done it a lot of times? Did she only use it once? Because there is no point of comparison. How does she know that Ariel is the best detergent if she only did her laundry once using Ariel? Right? It doesn't make any sense. It becomes a fallacy instead. All right, and we have analogical evidence, which includes data that presents a comparison of two different things to prove a certain point. So there has to be a comparison. For example, Joy dishwashing liquid, Michael V advertisement, they always compare Joy, one sachet of Joy with one sachet of brand X or brand Y, and then they compare how many dishes they were able to wash with that one sachet. And Joy, of course, always wins because it's the branded one. That's analogical evidence. Okay, next is we talk about standards in determining textual evidence. These are the standards that I am also going to follow in evaluating your essays, or if I ask you to write an essay regarding assertions, regarding certain topics. So you make your own assertions, you make your own counterclaims. So the standards I'm going to base it on are, number one, textual evidence must be sufficient. So I'm going to ask the question, is your textual evidence sufficient? Okay, is it enough? That's it. Do you need more? Because if you need more, then yeah, I can't grade it a perfect score. It would just be 80 or 70 or 50. It would depend on how much evidence you have. Number two, textual evidence must be relevant. What does that mean? It has to be connected to your topic. This actually is an issue in research, right? Because normally when you do your thesis or research, you're in a group, right? And the group has a leader. The leader assigns the members to do research for their review of related literature. Of course, you have a topic, right? However, when they hand in what they've researched so far on the topic, most of it is not relevant because they did not actually read it. They just scanned it. So that's why we have to ask the question, is the evidence relevant to the claim? And lastly, textual evidence must represent the claim well. Why? Because the evidence exists to support the claim. If it does not support the claim, then what is the point of gathering evidence? So that's the last standard in determining textual evidence. And that's also the last slide. So if you have any questions, please make sure to ask me in the GC. I am always open to questions. I like questions. All right, bye-bye.